Cardi B in court. She was sued $24 million. From the perspective of security girl, Cardi B punched her with the really long and really sharp nails. Reactive girl.
Men should do men things and women should do women things, and we shouldn't mix. And that if you try to mix it, that now you're doing bad things against children.
All men think the woman basic.
I bet you those male cheerleaders drink that pumpkin spice latte
With the pom-poms in their hands.
Focus looks okay?
Yeah, it was.
I look okay? All right. Awesome.
We're both kind of fluffy.
Yeah.
It's a fluffy day.
It's a very fluffy day.
International Fluff Day.
Yes. Friday, August 29th, 2025.
29?
29.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a couple more hours left in the day. But, hey there, and welcome to another jam session. I'm Jay.
And how I check in the morning, I was Marie.
Well, I certainly hope you are. It'd be kind of weird if you weren't. But,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're just going to go through, check out a few articles Marie went through, pick some stuff that she found interesting. We're going to have discussions. And as always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want us to cover anything in particular, just drop it in the comments down below. And if we mess with it, we'll put it up. And
don't forget to share our video with your friends and family members. They're going to have good laugh.
Yes. What she said. All right, and we are about to get started. So just a quick recap. Anything that you want to touch before we get into it, Marie? All right, I think we can get into our articles.
There's something you want to touch?
I meant to say touch on, discuss. We just started these again. We're actually recording on the night that our newest episode of Jam Sesh came out. Marie made some music to go with it.
Oh yeah. Now we have our soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a different editing style, some different type of content that we cover. Like I said, more topical stuff to try to just kind of stay up to date, work on our discussion chops. We've been interviewers for a while. Up until recently, the lunch breaks and stuff, we haven't really touched on stuff that we're super interested in. So we're hoping this gives you guys some insight into who we are. Without further ado, Marie, what is the first topic that we want to cover?
I think we're going to talk about what's all the TikTok and Instagram talking right now. It's the Cardi B in court. Okay. She was sued for $24 million. Insane. But more insane is recording from the court.
Was it a deposition or was it an actual trial?
It's the actual trial.
Oh, it was an actual trial?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is she getting sued for? Off the top of your head, do you know?
So yeah, that's the big story. It's a long story, but it's a really interesting story, and I have my own opinion about this story. But long story long, a couple years ago when Cardi B was pregnant, she was 4 months pregnant, I believe so. She, for some reason, have really medical necessity, or how do you call it, need to go to the med doctor, and her doctor wasn't available, so she go in the first available doctor in the clinic that she's never was before. Security guard, the lady who was security in the building, she see her and she start recording her and talking to someone on the phone and try to say hey, there's a Cardi B in my building right now, Okay. And of course, she picked up the phone and started recording or whatever she's doing live or talking to the friend on a FaceTime, whatever. She's recording. Cardi B said, hey, take your phone from my face and take yourself from my face and go away. Leave me alone. And try to go away. And she's just I started to go faster. And she goes after me. And this girl, much bigger than Cardi B, in a way she's tall, she's more wider. She's security. They start a fight. And Cardi B is not easy girl, and we know. She started to answer hey, go away. Why are you walking after me? And security girl was I can. I'm security. I can walk after whatever I want. They start to verbally by whatever the Cardi B say, just verbally, have a fight from the perspective of security girl. Cardi B punch her with the really long and really sharp nails in the face, on the cheek, and make her a huge scar that she's need to met the professionals and have plastic surgery. And that's kind of it. After that, she sued her Cardi B. They go to court. Everything starting from questioning both sides, because Cardi B take a stand and she's like answer the questions, and she's funny.
So do you want to get into this?
Yes. And also, I hope we can see the pictures of before plastic surgery and after, because what I saw in the internet, it's questionable.
From today.com, Cardi B's latest performance that has fans buzzing has come on a witness stand. The rapper has been appearing at a Los Angeles trial in which she's been accused by a former security guard of assaulting her in 2018. So this is like seven years ago?
It was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clips of her testimony have gone viral thanks to her facial reactions and blunt, expletive-laden answers to questions in cross-examination. Cardi B, 32, whose real name is Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, has been accused of assault in a civil lawsuit filed by security guard Imani Ellis, who alleges the rapper physically attacked her in the hallway of a Beverly Hills obstetrician's office in 2018. Cardi B has denied the allegations. Here's what to know about the case and Cardi B's court appearance. So just like we covered in 2020, the security guard filed a lawsuit against Cardi B alleging assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, and false imprisonment for an incident that occurred in 2018. And here's her looking pretty fly.
I believe it's yesterday's.
Yeah, this was taken August 27th.
Yeah.
So this is only a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Ellis alleges in court documents that she was working as a security guard on the 5th floor of an obstetrician's office. All right, well, I think it's pretty important to know what an obstetrician is. So it's like an OBGYN. So that's what the OB stands for. But an obstetrician is a medical doctor who specializes in providing care to women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period, focusing on the health of both the mother and the baby. Many obstetricians are also gynecologists, OBGYNs, a broader specialty encompassing the medical and surgical care of the entire female reproductive system. So was she pregnant during this, or was it after?
Yeah, she was pregnant, 4 months pregnant.
Yeah, just going based off of what you said and how you explained it so far. Like, if I'm carrying a baby, like, why are you're a security guard and you acknowledge you're a security guard outside of this OBGYN's office, and you see Cardi B there. She's not there for like the foot doctor. Leave her alone.
It wasn't public knowledge that she was pregnant.
I don't think it needs to be public knowledge to see someone at an OBGYN.
But I'm talking about some people not really good in that. They see something and they just can be like, aha, right. I got you.
And she doesn't necessarily need to be pregnant, but that is a doctor that's a pretty private.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Decent humanity, being a decent person, like, leave them alone. But obviously, like you said, it's a famous person. Maybe this person isn't too bright. Yeah, I mean, of course you get excited seeing a celebrity out in the wild, but I mean, Jesus Christ, outside of an OBGYN, that's crazy.
And start fighting. Like I said, it's one side. Another side, that's Cardi B, start fighting. But what's the point for her being pregnant and start fighting with someone? The reason why I kind of there is lots of reasons why I trust her in this particular situation. There was a recent thing, not a recent, but really popular thing with her. She's kind of reactive girl. She's not mean. She's just reactive. She had the moment, I don't know if you heard about that she was in Miami, I believe so. She have a outside performance. It was really hot, and she's like, hey guys, splash me with water. And people who was in the crowd closer to the stage, they splashed from cups on her. And she was in the middle of the stage, so she just have some kind of drops on her. And it was kind of fun and everyone laughed and whatever. And then she's continue her performance and she was on top of the crowd, rapping to the crowd, and someone take the water with the ice and splash straight in her face. And she's like being reactive girl, like most of us, not everyone, but a lot. She take the microphone and just like throw it to the person. And how I understand, break the bra or something like that. That's the video, yeah.
Watching on to the latest incident of fans throwing things at performers on stage. This time, an object was thrown at
Las
rapper
Vegas,
Cardi
sorry.
B. Ooh, yeah, there you go. You see Cardi B then fling her microphone.
Well, mics aren't lightweight things.
Yeah,
They're
no,
pretty
definitely.
heavy. So she's been known to get down in the past.
Yeah, but in a court specifically, they can talk about her and the gangs, and they can talk about her and previous stuff she did.
Gotcha. We want to continue with the article?
Yeah, of course.
Ellis alleges in court documents that she was working as a security guard on the 5th floor of an obstetrician's office when she and Cardi B got into the altercation. She alleges the rapper struck her in the head, face, and body, spit on her, and used multiple racial slurs, according to the court documents. Ellis also alleges that Cardi B used her celebrity status to get Ellis fired and was involved in destroying video surveillance footage of the incident. Ellis has received psychological and medical treatment as a result of this incident, according to the lawsuit. Cardi B has denied the allegations. The former security guard testified in court in Alhambra, California, on August 25th that she was excited after seeing Cardi B get off an elevator at the obstetrician's office in February 2018 and said, "Wow, it's Cardi B." Ellis testified the rapper then accused her of making public that Cardi B had been visiting the obstetrician's office. She said in her testimony that Cardi B has turned to her and said, "Why the f are you telling people you've seen me?" according to the Los Angeles Times. Ellis alleged in court that Cardi B then struck her repeatedly, spit on her, and called her racial slurs. The rapper was 4 months pregnant with her first child with rapper Offset at the time of the alleged incident. She was going to a medical appointment related to her pregnancy with her daughter, Culture, who is now 7 years old, but she had not publicly revealed that she was pregnant yet. So what did Cardi B say on the witness stand? And I think you were bringing this up that this was interesting.
I think we need to find the videos.
Okay. All right. So the rapper's testimony on August 27th went viral as she scrunched her face and looked to the judge after some questions and gave blunt answers to others. She also had changed up her look for each court appearance, one day wearing a blonde wig and the next day a black one. So we can see her different
Yeah.
3 most recent court looks this week, and her looks all kill. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad it's her looks that are killing, but we have to see if she's guilty of assault, right? Cardi B testified that when she got off the elevator at the doctor's office, Ellis was recording her with her phone, which made Cardi B defensive. Ron Rosen Jonfaza, the attorney for Ellis, asked her what Cardi B said to Ellis during the confrontation. And I guess we'll see what she said.
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself
The objection
again.
is sustained.
And, Your Honor, can we have civility in the
Yeah.
courthouse?
Why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? If you have actual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used?
This lawyer sounds very confrontational.
If you deep dive in this case, you probably can see that this lawyer not competent in his work, like totally. It's so questionable what he asked, why he asked, and how he asked the questions.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, he literally asked her, "What did you say?" And it was pretty vulgar and like very direct what she said. He's like, "Say it to her face." Okay.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection. Oh, excuse me, argument.
Overruled.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But
right?
I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she
Time
know?
out. Time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit.
Right, questionable questions, right?
Yeah.
Like
if you could, like,
which hand
if you
do
wanted
use?
if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, right?
I cut you up so bad. You're gonna wish I know cut you up so bad.
It's just like some legal way to get people trapped into like saying they did something, I think. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer. But
I was in Law and Order one time.
You're more criminal than a lawyer.
The volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Ron. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
No. Are you disabled? Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem, no problem. Let me ask you this. How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months. Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything,
Exactly.
You shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Not only not fight anyone, but like if someone's at a hospital and you're trying to record them, that's where this whole thing came from, right?
The security, allegedly, started recording her and tell her some stuff. But answers that she gave and how she's talked, so all court is like kind of ridiculous. Like I said, if we look deeper, we may find videos with evidence of actual damage and why girl was made the plastic surgery if she actually made the plastic surgery.
All right, so I found another article from the Associated Press. It's a little more details than that last one did. She couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch it. Cardi said it on the stand in her second day of testimony in the LA County Court. Ron Rosen John Faza, lawyer of the plaintiff, Imani Ellis, asked her if she had been angry. Yes, I was angry because I'm pregnant, Cardi replied, and this girl's about to beat my ass. She acknowledged that the argument got very heated, repeating in court much of the swearing the two did, and that they were chest to chest at one point, but said the fight never became physical. She didn't touch me, Cardi said. She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch me.
And how I understand, there was witnesses, the doctor that Cardi B's receptionist. But there is tricky too, because how I understand, they can provide, Cardi B and her lawyers can provide the doctor, but when they decide to bring a receptionist, plaintiff lawyer starts to say like, oh, we don't know that this kind of person exists, so you can't bring it. You need to tell us before you tell to the judge and jury. Later on, they figured it out. The security guard contact this lady receptionist. I think it's lady. And ask her to be on this case on her side and even propose her money.
So she asked
allegedly.
This. Gotcha. This is an interesting detail. The obstetrician's office had been closed to other patients on a Saturday for her privacy. So the place was closed and she was security there. So like, no one else is there. And then like I said, they have to prove that she actually assaulted her. We're going to use like allegedly to kind of cover our own asses. Nothing's proven. Nothing's set in stone until it's proven. But just kind of like on the face value of this, like you're security, so you have to know they closed down this office. They closed down this office for this high profile celebrity. And you said that she saw her, started yelling and chasing her?
Yes.
According to Cardi B?
Like not yelling, but like
oh my
hey,
God,
there was a
it's
Cardi
Cardi
B. Yeah. Of course, recording her during the walking after her. Like.
She said Ellis, a security guard for the building, followed her to her 5th floor appointment. Cardi said she heard Ellis say her name to a phone and appeared to be filming her. Cardi feared Ellis without the fact that she was pregnant. I told her, "Why are you recording?" Cardi testified. And she said, "Oh, my bad." She practically apologized. But the argument grew increasingly heated, she said. As we were arguing, she's backing me. She's walking into me. Both women are 32 years old and about the same height, but Cardi said Ellis was bigger than her. She's like security heavy, Cardi said. She just looks a little like she could protect the building. I mean, that's a compliment.
She's a big, okay, I will say it like this. You see the difference, the height and just being like a bigger. Sometimes you're not fat, you're not like gross, but you bigger, your chest bigger, your muscle bigger, and Cardi B more like ass bigger.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty.
You know what I mean?
Under friendlier questioning from one of her own attorneys, Cardi explained that she was keeping her pregnancy secret at the time. 7 months after the release of her first major label single and major hit Bodak Yellow, when she was still in her freshman year of stardom. "I was getting used to things. I was just so worried about what everybody was saying and thinking, I thought I was letting a lot of people down." But she said, beyond that, she treasures her privacy on all medical matters, especially something to be so sacred as a pregnancy. It's yours. A significant chunk of the testimony was spent on the acrylic nails with rhinestones Cardi had that week and whether they could do the damage that's alleged.
There was a big topic about nails. Even they, like, again, we go back to the lawyer trying to asking Cardi B about nails. And it was insane. He's just like, "What kind of nails do you have? How long your nails?" "It's a press-on nails, but sometimes I do acrylic nails. Can you tell us the difference between these two?" It's like, man. And reaction of Cardi B was so good. She's nailed it. She's thumbnailed it.
Remember what you posted?
I don't think I posted something. I'm not even sure if it was a comment or like if I did like a live or something. It had to be quick. I was like, "That's a lie." Here, I'm get some money.
What was that?
I said, "That's a lie." Out of here. He's trying to get some money.
Listen,
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
that's insane. I'll also ask you to turn on this video, this one.
Do you prefer I call you Miss Almanzar, Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, y'all been calling me Cardi B. I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
That's fair.
You following me. You're
Can you
recording
pause for a
me.
second? So what is that answer was, just like, lawyer asked, "Did your security guard knew about where you going and why?" And she's like, "I don't want for a random guy to know that I go to the doctor." She's taken that much serious, even for her own security guards. And some random person? I'm sorry?
I'm just trying to check my cat.
Are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, I'll say, a debate.
Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs. Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my ass. Hello?
Hello.
He's weird.
Looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, "You got a pimple on face?"
You said she's bigger than you? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
How do you know? Like, just look.
I mean, look. I mean, you have her medical records,
I don't
right?
have anything. I'm asking you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
Overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection, relevant.
It's just thing.
It's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
You don't need to answer that. That's... Wow.
I believe, if you ask me, that this case is ridiculous.
I hope the jurors in Cardi B's trial got their eyes checked. I hope they all have perfect vision. Because in order to assess the evidence of the plaintiff's alleged injuries, they're gonna need it. Plaintiff Imani Ellis was working as a security guard when she claims that Cardi B assaulted her. She says that Cardi B yelled at her, called her terrible names, and scratched her face with her long fingernails. Now, I want to show you the photo of her alleged facial injury, the woman's cheek injury that supposedly required over $17,000 worth of plastic surgery to fix. Do you see this? The only thing that I see when I look at this photo is why Cardi B went to trial. She didn't settle. And when looking at this exhibit, I can see why. The plaintiff also waited 4 years to even go see the plastic surgeon. 4 years. For the scar treatments.
You see the scar?
This questionable
I don't.
Happened in 2018, and the first doctor appointment was in 2022. Also, why didn't she go to police to file a criminal complaint for assault? Why choose civil court? I'll tell you why. Probably for damages. A fancy legal word for money. To me, that photo doesn't prove a thing in the way of damages. To me, it proves that Cardi B made a smart decision in going to trial.
Totally agree. It's the same if you just like, hey, you punch me in the face and I use 4 years of Ozempic because of it. It's like,
I don't see the connection.
exactly.
Oh. Oh, okay. Whoops.
It doesn't make any sense. So she was assaulted. She was damaged. And after 4 years, she go to the plastic surgeon to make a plastic surgery for $17,000. That not even on the face.
Yeah, I didn't see much of anything in that picture. Was that the picture you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of anything. I mean,
I understand if there is like a scar. You can see, like, even if there is something, I'm not sure it's necessary for plastic surgery. If it's like some minor scars, like sometimes they can be appearing, like you can see them, but they will fixed without plastic surgery. There is estheticians who do like a peeling, who do like laser peeling or whatever, like different types of things to do like a stretch marks and scars like this. Plastic surgery, it must be ridiculously deep scar that you need to cut it out because it's a scarring tissue and sew it together, really like the pieces of the scar and sew it together. A really like sensitive, especially on the face, a really delicate work. Here is nothing. Yeah, it's really smart that Cardi B is actually go there. For her, it's good, and I think she's on all videos you can find with her. She's like to do that. She's have fun. I understand it's not fun to be on court and being sued, but she's sure she's okay because she didn't do it. Allegedly, she's did it, but when you feel that easy and she do this not because she trying to prove that she's right. She's already know she's right. She's there to show it to the other people.
yeah, I think just if anyone could take anything out of this, well, Ellis is trying to take 24 mil out of this. We'll see if that happens. But if anyone could take anything out of this, like, I think she would have known that the place was shut down while she was working. I think that following somebody to their doctor's appointment, your security officer in a hospital, like, that's questionable. And it's a high profile person. Like, I don't think you're going to get anything good out of that. And like right now it's all alleged whether or not she hit her or like fought her. She has to prove that. The other thing that they brought up was she alleges that she used her power and influence to have the hospital destroy the evidence. They need to be able to prove that as well. Because like I think that the easiest thing to figure this out is like, hey, where's the camera footage?
Yeah.
But I mean, not every place takes footage. Not every place has their security cameras up and running. That's up for the courts to figure out, and we'll see what happens. I think the next court date's going to be on the 1st. So we'll definitely follow up on this. Like, that's going to be a few days from now. So that might be on the next jam sesh. We might be the next Cardi B journalist, and not the one that she sued for talking shit. Like, we're not talking shit. We're not trying to get sued. Like, we don't have any money or followers. But
I like her in a way. Like, I know she's a scandalist. And I think being a scandalist and being famous is kind of synonym.
Synonym?
Yeah.
Synonyms.
Because you must make crowd feel like they need to talk about you. But I like Cardi B because she's easy, she's funny, she's mostly honest. If you ever met her videos on the internet or her lives, she's funny, she's honest, and sometimes brutally honest. You can like her, you can dislike her, but you definitely can't chasing people when they go to the doctor. They are celebrity or not, it's private thing. It's the same thing. You not go to the restroom, to the little cabin that person go just because, right?
Right.
Even if it's celebrity. I think someone tried, but it's illegal. It's not right. You can't do it.
Let's close this out with asking Chuck what his objective assessment is.
Yes, let's go. ChatGPT gonna answer our question.
Yeah, so if you remember from our last episode, we named our ChatGPT Chuck. So we're going to ask Chuck what he thinks about it. Hey, Chuck, we just want to know what your objective assessment of the current Cardi B civil court case, just based on the news that's out there right now, if you could just give us an objective assessment and just let us know whether you think she is either right or wrong in this.
Sure thing. So from what the latest news is saying, Cardi B is in a civil court case right now because a security guard named Imani Ellis has accused her of assaulting her back in 2018. Basically, Ellis is saying there was physical contact and that Cardi B spit on her, and Cardi B is pushing back, saying it was just a verbal argument and she didn't lay hands on anyone. In terms of who's right or wrong, I can't really make a judgment call. That's what the court's there to figure out.
That's fair.
But objectively, it seems like it's a case where both sides are presenting very different stories, and the court is just sifting through all that testimony.
Awesome. I appreciate your honesty there. And just so you know, you're on the jam sesh again. So thank you.
You're welcome. Happy to be back on the jam sesh anytime. If you need anything else for the show or just want to toss around ideas, you know where to find me.
All right. You want to move on to the next topic? All right. So on to the next thing, Marie. You pick these topics and we're going from one scandal to another.
We're scandalists today.
Scandalous. Anywho. That's a hell of a title from a Vox article. America has turned dancing into a culture war. Let's get into it.
We have enough wars. Let's go make a dancing one. Fight each other with our sharp moves. I don't know.
Word. So this article is about the Minnesota Vikings, and it looks like they recruited their first male cheerleaders. Let's get into the article. The first ever cheerleader, according to USA Cheer, the governing body of American sport cheering, was a man from Minnesota. The sport was born in 1898 when a male student at the University of Minnesota spontaneously got up and led the crowd in a cheer for the football team. Men have always been a part of cheerleading. Multiple U.S. presidents, including Ronald Reagan, were cheerleaders in college, and male cheerleaders have been a part of the NFL sidelines for decades. So how is it that Blaise Sheik and Louis Kahn, the two male cheerleaders added to the Minnesota Vikings squad last May, have received such widespread backlash? After a recent social media promo, the range of people who spoke out against the Vikings for adding the duo to their squad included a former Viking, a senator, and plenty of Fox News commentators. Suddenly, the Vikings were being blamed for helping perpetuate, as one Instagram commenter put it, the sissification of America. Okay, that's pretty intense words right there. Let's check out that promo video that they're talking about.
Okay.
This country is falling apart. I'm kidding.
I don't see anything.
That was a cheerleading promo video.
Yeah.
Like when I went to high school, there was plenty of male cheerleaders. There wasn't like a whole squad of them, but there was definitely a couple of like male cheerleaders. And like my understanding too is that it's really easy for them to get a college scholarship because there isn't so many of them. If I could do the splits, I would have been a male cheerleader. You just saw some of the moves that was.
Yeah, so sharp, so sharp. Careful, careful. You can cut me with the moves.
So anyway, let's see what some of these harsh words are. Former Vikings player and current conservative activist Jack Brewer told Fox News Digital he's disgusted and embarrassed about the new cheerleaders. As a former Viking team captain who grew up a Viking fan, my dad's been a Viking fan since 1972. I've never been so disgusted and embarrassed to even have any association with the Minnesota Vikings brand. I think I speak a lot for other former players and Viking fans when I say this does not represent this great franchise. Now we're being represented with men with pom-poms on the sideline. It's sickening. No man needs to ever have a pom-pom in their hand. They're looking all cute and dancing and stuff. It's not what it says.
But it's how it feels.
It's how it feels. Those are like, listen, like, I'm always like an advocate for like, you're entitled to your own opinion, for sure. Whether it's right or wrong, you agree with the norm or you don't. Male cheerleaders aren't this like brand new concept in 2025 where we've never had it before. You know what I mean?
Like, let's go open up a little bit. And you share with me and I share with you my opinion about, in general, cheerleaders. And you tell me, we don't have it that, like, right now it's became more popular because all this Americanize, how we call it, is the culture. American culture come to us and we, whatever, European, Eastern European, we became Americanized because we have American music, American movies, and of course, sports and all this culture that bring to us. Now we have cheerleaders, girls, boys, whatever. It doesn't matter. I think in America, it starts, and you can fix me if I'm wrong, it starts with strong men who can make a crowd like cheer and support the group.
Yeah, that's what
support the team.
The team, yeah.
And then it became more dancing. I think dancing is like it's a one of the parts, but it's also choreographic, gymnastic. It's a sport.
It's a sport in its own.
You need to pick it up. You need to jump. You need to do different whatever. You circle.
Yeah.
Do all of that, and of course it's physical, and it's not easy. And I think the men who left the comments like this, they don't understand, and they think it's just a pom-pom and it's just jumping with a pom-pom.
Yeah, we're going to get more into what this guy says because he's not done. All right, let's get into more of what Brewer was saying. This is purely an attempt to manipulate young children, to overtake the minds of young children with this spiritual evilness, Brewer said. The influence on kids is manipulating the mind of the children. They are teaching young boys that it's okay to have pom-poms and cheer and act like women. Brewer believes that this will particularly impact minority boys. This is directly preying on the vulnerable, particularly the minority families. The vast majority of them live with their mamas. They don't live with their dad. The majority live with their mamas. So you take these kids that are already living with their mama and got no masculinity around them, and then you war in the mind in what has been known to the world as the most masculine sport, the most masculine team in the world, and you're starting to feminize that in front of these children.
Can I give 2 comments? I think this man don't like women. He like masculine men. He like sweat on the chest, on the abs. That's what he likes to see. And definitely hate women because separating is like, oh, it's not the man thing. What's the man thing? What's the man thing? Why be in a sport, in any type of sport? You think only a football, only I don't know, baseball and basketball is a sport. Probably for this person, soccer not a sport. I don't know. But if you skating on ice, it's not a sport. Gymnastic not a sport. And this hatred towards women, I was like, it's like covered, you know, like trying to be at the same time homophobic, sexist. And I believe people have this state of mind. They think it's not okay. But it's hate's not coming from nowhere. There's the two options. Or he deal with this stuff. He wants to be a cheerleader, but he can't because he must
be a football player.
Maybe he wants to be a cheerleader, but he can't because he must be really masculine, but he don't want to do that. He want to jump in with a pom-pom, and he feel bad because someone else can. And he trying to make them feel bad. You do jump with a pom-pom, you're not a man. It's the one.
Or he's just bigoted. Like, he just feels the way he feels. Like, men should do men things and women should do women things, and we shouldn't mix. And that if you try to mix it, in his eyes, that now you're doing bad things against children, which always seems to be the catch-all for these kind of things. Like,
You know what? I always laughing at the sentences is like, usually it's a Russian thing, gay propaganda. It's like, you go and say, be gay, be gay, be gay. It's like, if the child seen someone doing cool thing, not the first thought that child think, it's not like, oh, I want to be like this guy, gay. No, it doesn't work that way. It's pissed me off, but at the same time, it's so much questionable. Like I said, it's never come from place of, like you said, it's just opinion. It's coming from something else. It's coming from deepest thing. Because you're not being mad on, I don't know, on people walking with the dogs, right? But some people do. And usually who's those people? People who was bited by the dog? Someone pooped on his or her yard? Or this person loves cats and cats afraid of dogs. So it's always something behind. They not hate you just because you is you. They have something, they are like relief and they suffer from it and they put it on you. And I think this football player have the same kind of issue.
well, it's not only coming from that place, but it's also coming from our government. Senator Tommy Tuberville, a Republican out of Alabama, on Tuesday criticized the NFL and the Minnesota Vikings over their inclusion of the male cheerleaders. I would like to ask the ownership of the NFL and the commissioner, what the hell are you doing? Tuberville said on an episode of the podcast Hot Mic, aired by the conservative sports news site Outkick. If you're going to be woke and you're going to try to, take the men out of men's sports is what they're doing, then you're going to have a huge problem. At the end of the day, I hope to God it doesn't come south to Atlanta or to Texas or to Dallas or to some of our NFL teams, because you'll lose it. I mean, people will actually quit buying tickets and going, added Tuberville, a former college football coach who announced in May that he would leave the Senate after 4 years to run for governor of Alabama. This is the narrative that they're trying to push out. This is not just a couple of people being mean to cheerleaders. It's about pushing a narrative that you want to put gender into sports and let everybody know that we're trying to show that, hey, we're going to take the masculinity out of it a little bit, and that's not going to happen in the South.
Masculinity from what?
From football.
But
so
before another person say that this particular thing, it's absolutely woman thing, cheerleading.
And he's saying by putting men into cheerleaders, you're making football less masculine.
So take the old women from a cheerleader from a football, then it's going to be absolutely masculine.
It's a boy dance party. Boy dance party.
Yeah, just put all male cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Actually, forget cheerleaders. Just put like a squad of really big, buff guys just lifting weights on the side.
Yeah.
And then just like yelling like, like just the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like straight up masculine energy. And don't have women come at all. Like just dudes in the stand.
Okay.
And the dudes have to be lifting weights.
Okay, I have another question. Because I trying to figure it out what's bothering them. So women cheerleaders usually wearing really, I don't want to say sexy, but kind of open and do the moves. And now it's boy, and now you can't feel attractive to the cheerleaders. If you just like, oh, I like to go to a game and just look at the girls dancing and just do the legs up and just like, I like to, and there's a boy and now I can't like satisfied my cravings to look at the girls. That's bothering you? It's not about the sport. It's not about the team. It's about your vision, your opinion about this situation. And I think you need to work deeper in it. And also, if the boys like this who wants to do that, go to the cheerleader, more space for big dudes for football. They not go to the football. They not let your team lose. They're gonna be on the back with the pom-poms to help you. But you see, it's questionable in a way why it's bothering you. Why boys with the pom-poms are bothering you. Someone call you a pom-pom boy or something, mama's boy, or because it's coming from somewhere. It's never everyone who hates something or someone, some specific group, it's coming from somewhere. It's not group make you hate them. It's something in you like make you go against that group. And anyway, any group, if you feel that way, or if you have a question why someone go against you or against the group you involved in, it's not about you. It's not you did something.
Well, I'm glad to say that not everyone in the organization feels negatively about this.
That's happy news.
In an op-ed published Tuesday by The Guardian, former Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive end R.K. Russell wrote that the complaints about male cheerleaders are even more baseless than the Monday morning quarterbacks. Monday morning quarterbacks, it's just someone who watches the game Sunday night, and then Monday morning they're like, they should have done this, they should have done that. So he's saying it's even more baseless, like it's not rooted in fact.
Yes.
This isn't about performance at all. It's about presence. It's about the mere existence and visibility of men on NFL cheer squads who don't conform to the rigid, outdated ideas of masculinity that so many use sport and football in particular to defend, wrote Russell, who came out publicly as bisexual to ESPN on 2019. The outrage over male cheerleaders isn't about sports. It's about control over masculinity, over image, and over who gets to be seen and celebrated in public spaces or on the global stage of the NFL. A Minnesota Vikings spokesperson did not immediately return the Hill's request for comment on Tuberville's comments on the board of Backlash. The organization told NBC News last week that while many fans may be seeing male cheerleaders for the first time at Viking games, male cheerleaders have been part of previous Vikings teams and have long been associated with collegiate and professional cheerleading. So again, this isn't new.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you kind of been saying, it's coming from a different place. And I think the best thing to do, if you don't like the male cheerleaders on that team, then I guess that's not your team anymore. I don't know. Like, find a more masculine sport like WWE.
Just remember, if you have any feelings like one of the first two commentators had, that you think that if you're not masculine, you're not a man, and if you're not feminine, you're not a woman, just remember that this world not built for you. There's other people in this world, and they do own things, and they live own life, and how much do you want to control it? You can't. Just let people be who they are. Just accept it.
All right, on to the next subject, something that's even more controversial than our first two subjects. Pumpkin spice latte, Marie.
Yeah.
Before coming to America, were you familiar with it?
Honestly, no. We don't have the culture of Starbucks thing.
So like no like coffee shops or anything in
We
Ukraine?
have a coffee shops, but it's like a little bit different. Right now it's much more. We don't have a Starbucks in Ukraine.
So before we get to the nitty gritty of it, like what drew you to this topic?
I think it's interesting because it's a big culture and people look after that. People look after flavors, after coffee, after how to explain that? This feeling of, I will say like this. A big part of American culture, it's celebrating stuff. Sometimes I feel like you don't care what to celebrate. It's like, oh, I'm gonna celebrate a fall, and I make a big deal from it. It's gonna be everything yellow. I have yellow socks, yellow blanket. I'm gonna have I don't know, pumpkin pie. And one of those like things that kind of part of it, feeling and celebrating of specific time of the year, is pumpkin spice latte. Everyone know about it. Pumpkin spice, it's like everywhere. It feels like right before a Halloween is like everywhere. You can't avoid it. And a yellow color, like a orange color.
Autumnal colors, orange, brown, yellow.
Yeah, it's like everywhere.
Well, this article here, pumpkin spice lattes and the backlash to the backlash, explained. And we have this cute little black cat with a Starbucks cup and some orange sunglasses hanging out with some dried leaves. Looks like our Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben. No, Ben much prettier. I'm sorry, Kitty, but Ben much prettier. He's a supermodel.
August 26th is not a day that is particularly known for feeling especially crisp or autumnal in most parts of North America. And yet it's the day this year, the earliest release date ever, that Starbucks, contending with the slowdown in sales, will unleash its annual run of pumpkin spice lattes upon its customers. You'd be forgiven for mistaking this tone for one of disdain. Since its inception in 2003, the pumpkin spice latte has become something of a straw man for discussions about capitalism, seasonal creep, and the meaning of basic, resulting in the widespread hatred for an otherwise innocuous beverage.
Basic in a way. Why basic in quotation?
Like a basic person is like, oh, you just do everything that's like popular and you're not special, you're not unique, you just do everything that everyone does.
I get it.
For example, back in 2014, at the height of pumpkin spice mania, this very website described the PSL, pumpkin spice latte, as an unctuous, pungent, saccharine brown liquid, equal parts dairy and diabetes, served in paper cups and guzzled down by the liter.
And so how I understand is like that particular time when Tumblr?
2014?
Yeah, was really popular.
You know what? I would say that sentence is exactly how they described the pumpkin spice latte. Anyway.
I've never tried that, by the way.
You never had a pumpkin spice latte?
No.
I mean, you've had like pumpkin spice on things. Pumpkin spice is just like the combination of spices that you would use in like a pumpkin pie.
It's have a lot of
So pumpkin spice,
ginger, cinnamon, not nutmeg. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, cloves with allspice. So pumpkin spice in itself is just a combination of spices that would be used in autumnal like treats and stuff like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, they how I understand they mostly used in the pumpkin pies. That's why it's called pumpkin spice.
Yeah, there's not much pumpkin in these things.
Yeah, this doesn't have a pumpkin.
The pumpkin spice latte almost didn't exist. As former Starbucks veteran Tim Kern told Quartz, a number of us thought it was a beverage so dominated by a flavor other than coffee that it didn't put Starbucks coffee in the best light. Fortunately for Starbucks, the Tim Kerns of the company were ultimately overruled because within a decade of its launch in 2003, the PSL became its top-selling drink, with more than 200 million of them sold. In 2015, Forbes estimated that the PSL brought in about $100 million in revenue over a single season. 2015 was also the year that Starbucks changed its decade-old formula to include actual pumpkin for the first time. I stand corrected. Rather than simply caramel coloring and pumpkin pie spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, and cloves. By all accounts, it tasted pretty much the same, according to its inventor, cleaner.
Question.
Answer.
I heard. I'm not sure I ever try Starbucks coffee. In general, never was in Starbucks. Never tried a Starbucks coffee. I know it's a big culture. The cops, I also believe, tell me if I'm wrong, they have this commercial promotion thing when they specifically write it down, the names on the cups wrong, for people go to the Instagram and make a picture and share it.
Yeah, I've heard that in the past too.
It's interesting strategy. I like it. I heard that their coffee is pretty average. even maybe below average. But they mostly promote themselves by sugars, all the toppings, like stuff like this, like the syrups, the different flavors. And I think the same strategy right now crumble cookies have. It's generic cookies, but they release different. Every month we have a different flavor, but it's kind of the same. It's just a regular sugar cookie with a different stuff in it. Kind of whatever I heard. I've never tried. Allegedly, it's really good. I've never heard, but some people think that it's doesn't worth the money. It's the same how people say about Starbucks coffee. But some people just can't live without specifically Starbucks coffee. They just like, I go to Starbucks and I have this. And it's a question. If you have your opinion about coffee, what coffee do you like? Starbucks, whatever, what do we have? Where people buy a coffee? Where do you buy a coffee?
Yeah,
What
where
coffee
do you buy
like?
coffee?
I don't know.
There's local coffee shops and stuff. We don't really go out coffee drinking too much. But
I'm not drinking coffee.
you don't drink coffee at all anymore.
For a couple months already.
Yeah, actually, it's been longer than a couple months. She hasn't had coffee in like about 6 months, it feels like.
Nah, I'm not sure. But I started to sleep much better.
And I still drink too much.
It's Sunday morning and we decide to, my husband,
Hello.
decide to teach me the American culture.
Yeah, so we recorded Jam Sesh the other night, and Marie picked an article talking about the pumpkin spice latte, which got released a little bit prematurely. It's August 31st. And I figured, well, we're out and about, and we might as well get her to try one. So right now we're on our way to Starbucks over here in Philly, and we're gonna get her an iced pumpkin spice latte and see what she thinks.
Kind of excited, honestly. Yeah. Now it's time for me to try pumpkin spice latte. Never tried that before. And also, the last time when I eat at McDonald's was...
They're not paying us.
They're not paying us, of course. Who they paid?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Last time when I eat in McDonald's, like eat, not just go into McDonald's, but like in a McDonald's, it was like more than 10 years ago. But we also have a toy.
Yeah, we talked about that in our last episode. So we are just kind of falling victim to American consumerism. So,
I mean, I'm curious.
you want to do an unboxing real quick?
I'm gonna unboxing when we stop. We're gonna record it like a pumpkin spice latte. I think we open this first because I want for you to record me or I record
I got you. I got you.
So, yay! And here we go. We're almost there. It's a labyrinth. I never was even drink the coffee at Starbucks.
I think we got like Starbucks coffee from like the supermarket, you know, like the instant coffee. But that doesn't really count.
Different.
Yeah.
It's a different.
Did you want oat milk, almond milk? I think it's like oat or almond. It's soy.
I think soy, if they have a soy, I like soy. They're more creamy.
You're a soy boy.
Soy boy. And we have this soy boy. They give a pop cup.
What's a pup cup?
It's like a cream in a cup for dogs.
I mean, you can ask. I have no idea.
You could just ask a pop cup.
There's a pumpkin spice latte.
1 second, I'll record it.
Right there, pumpkin spice latte. My finger looked like a hot dog.
Look like a hot dog.
No, she just hot, yo.
And your dog.
Woof.
Woof.
What do you think, Gary? You look so miserable.
Yeah, because it's morning.
Sweet boy. He's a sweet boy, man.
Hi, what can we get started for you?
Hey, I forgot, what's the largest size again?
Depending on the drink, it could be a venti or a trenta.
Can I get a venti iced pumpkin spice latte with soy milk? What?
Pop cup?
Do you guys like have a pup cup?
A pup cup? Yeah, we can do that.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay, yeah, cool. Awesome. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Like sometimes you need to try something to understand that you like it or don't.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a pop cup.
So what exactly is a pup cup again?
It's a whipped cream in a cup, in a small cup.
You just give it to the dog?
Yeah, and you're gonna record it.
Okay.
Well, so far it was easy, and how we understand it's really early release. Morning. You could wait. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a nice one. We'll just pull over right here.
Okay. A pop cup.
All right.
You wanna give him pop cup first?
Yeah, we'll give him the pup cup first.
Smells vanilla. You wanna try it? You wanna try it? A pop cup?
How is it, buddy? It's got a little mustache going on.
Work a little bit with your stash. We have a big pup. You need a bigger cup for this big pup. Who don't know, if you have a dog, you can go to the whatever coffee shop and ask for a pup cup, and they give it to you for free.
All right, well, now for the moment of truth, Mappy.
Oh yeah, man.
Hold on, let's do some ASMR.
You can do some that. And by the way, I'm not drinking coffee for a longer time, so it's gonna be coffee rush for me. Caffeine rush. Yeah, I got it. It's sweet. It's good. I think warm is a little bit different, but cold is more like a refreshing drink. It's really good. I like it. Now I can be a Starbucks girl with it. I have an iPhone, I have a Starbucks cup. I have a big dog. That's nice. You wanna try it?
I've never had a pumpkin spice latte before. Oh my god, it's delicious! No, I've had them before. They're pretty good.
It's not that cinnamony. It's have a cinnamon on top, but it's not that cinnamony, right?
It's pretty good.
Really sugary.
Very. That's probably why it's really good. Cool. So, Marie,
Yes.
you've had one.
I had one. Now I can't say that.
Yes.
And now I want to later, maybe when it became colder,
Try a hot one.
try a hot one.
All right. Well, that was that. We're going to finish it and back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yay! Bye.
You know, I made a joke earlier about like this being more controversial than like the cheerleading thing. At least in this article, I think there's a nice tie-in that I'm going to read a little bit for you, all right?
Okay.
Actually, the backlash is about our contempt for women. Well, maybe, But maybe what Pumpkin Spice Backlash is really about is our dismissal of trends that are coded as feminine. As Jaya Saxena wrote in Taste in 2017 in a piece called Women Aren't Ruining Food. When men enjoy something, they elevate it. But when women enjoy something, they ruin it. She continues on the topic of girly food crazes like acai bowls, rosé, and pumpkin spice versus manly ones like barbecue, flaming hot Cheetos, and IPAs. I'll say this, when I was drinking, when I was drinking alcohol, I enjoyed both rosé and IPAs. I like pumpkin spice and I like barbecue. I liked it all, but I'm a fat kid. When these foods blow up, we judge women for falling for the marketing or trying to jump on the bandwagon, and we assume that because they like something other women like, that they don't have minds of their own. Same could be said about men and their briskets. And on top of that, women are asked to reckon with, consciously or unconsciously, the perceived psychosexual symbolism attached to the seemingly innocuous foods. Plus, masculine foods are almost never chastised for being basic. The ever nebulous term used to describe something with average, predictable taste that's usually reserved for women. I will offer a counter, because there was a huge culture of men drinking IPAs, India Pale Ales. They're very strong beers. I know you're not much of a drinker. They're very strong and bitter, and especially when I was drinking,
it's not tasty. Just men are gonna drink it.
Every dude was drinking an IPA. You go to breweries. Oh, what kind of IPAs do you have? Oh, tell me about the IPA. That was a huge craze almost 10 years ago. I was a basic bro drinking IPAs too. And I'm not afraid to, if it's basic, honestly, I feel if enough people are doing it, then it's good. Just realistically. People say the same thing about touristy things to do in a big city, like jumping on the city tour bus.
Yeah, okay.
Or going to big city attractions. It's basic, sure. I'm a basic, but people go to those things because they're fun, and they keep going to them, which is why they still exist. And I think the same could be said about pumpkin spice lattes. I understand where they're coming from with this, based on the genders, women liking this, men liking that. I understand where that's coming from, but I just think it's silly. I think if it's good, it's good. And people are just going to like it. I would have some pumpkin spice latte and use that to wash down some barbecue brisket if I still ate meat.
Okay, that's actually sounds...
It's probably a disgusting combination, but I would do it to prove a point.
I don't think so. It's a disgusting combination, because people do different types of food and mix it together. But what I want to add to this, when we read what's women kind of basic stuff, all basic women like it, acai bowl,
delicious.
Rosé,
delicious.
Pumpkin spice.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's something interesting. A woman it's something interesting. It's because most of the women already know how barbecue tastes. You know what I mean?
Delicious.
It's delicious. Okay. Was there what Cheetos?
Flamin' hot Cheetos. I'm not a fan of those.
It's the thing. It's the basic that you think the woman find. If men find a man, I'm talking about not all men, but some men find it's a woman. In Ukraine, it's a sushi.
No, say all men. We need some clickbait.
All men think the woman basic acai bowls and sushi and rosé, but no. And in Ukraine, it's a sushi. Your girl asked you to take her to the sushi restaurant. It's she's so basic. It's why? It just tastes good. What's the problem? Where you want to go? To the park? Sitting on a wet bench? But I just being a mean. But no, sorry. It's so specific. It is.
It's a very specific thing.
It is. But no, I'm just trying to say, it's women like something interesting, something new, something cozy, and men more conservative in a way of food, socks, underwear, hats, whatever. If you look at some men like stuff, and I think it's great when men interested in trying something, whatever it is. It's a food, it's a clothes, it's a smell, it's a place. If you like to try stuff, it's great. It's make you more open to the world.
On that note, see this one tweet here. Pumpkin Spice Latte comes back tomorrow, and I am 100% getting one in 91-degree weather because this world is a shit show, and I take joy where I can get it, like in delicious flavored coffee drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it,
find a comfort in it.
yeah. If you enjoy it, just enjoy it. It's not basic, or it is.
Even if it's basic, if you like it, if you enjoy it, if it's make you feel comfortable, why not?
I want to say something clickbaity before we move on. I bet you those male cheerleaders drink that pumpkin spice latte.
With the pom-poms in their hands. How they can drink a latte with the pom-poms?
You ever see those helmets with like they can put the beer cans, but they just put like an iced pumpkin spice latte with the straws.
And it must be like how it goes. Like a glasses. Just like go to the mouth. I love it.
Well, that was our jam sesh for today. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Some very controversial topics. We hope you guys have your own opinions.
Yeah.
And if you do, what should they do, Marie?
Take your pumpkin spice latte. Take your pom-poms. Sit and watch TikToks about Cardi B and subscribe on our channel. Share this video with your friends and left a comment. We like to hear your opinion about today's topics.
Absolutely. And if you have any topics or anything for us to cover, hell, if you're an artist that we worked with in the past or haven't, and you want us to check out some of your work, let us know. We might feature it here. We're huge consumers of media and content. As you see here, send it our way. Maybe we'll be featured here. And you'll definitely see us on the next jam sesh.
Bye.
Bye.